Hi everyone, it's Lynn. First of all, I'd just like to apologise for the state of my nails. I haven't had them done since the 21st of December, so I've now got 11 weeks worth of grow out. I just haven't had time to sit and soak them off because it takes ages to get the shellac off. But that being said, I'm very sorry. I know it doesn't look very pretty, but hopefully you can forgive me. So today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely little treasure book. I've called it Harley's treasure book. Well, Harley's Lavinia treasure book, because it was actually my eldest grandfairy Harley, who's 3, who inspired me to make this, but more about that later. So some people call these art journals, junk journals, whatever really. I've decided to call mine a little treasure book because it's full of lovely little Lavinia treasures. So there are things I wouldn't do again. I learned a lot making this, such as I laminated the front cover. I don't like it. It's matte laminated. I did it for longevity. I don't think it works. I don't like the look. I don't like the way it's stuck. So I probably wouldn't do that again. But we've got the front cover. And then inside, featuring some of the lovely new stamps that have just been released. Here I have got a little tuck spot for, you can write on, or you can put a picture in there. Here I've got a little slidey bit for you to tuck things under, and a little pocket. Here I've got an envelope, and inside is one of the fabulous Lavinia postcards. Here is another tuck space. Here I've got a paper clip. That won't show. The glue isn't dry on this. There is a paper clip under there that will go like that, and then on the other page there'll be one on the other side, but like I say, not dry yet. And this one's just got 2 pockets. Here's another little tuck pocket. Over the page we have another envelope, this time without a flap, with a little gift tag in. This is actually the Dreamscape paper, the pad at the front showing you all the colours. Never throw anything away. We're crafters, don't throw anything away. That being said, all these little tiny bits of Dreamscape paper, don't throw them away because they are so useful. Everything in this book has been used from offcuts that I had of the Dreamscape paper. I know it's criminal to cut into it, but look what you can make. It's just fabulous. Inside here we have got one of the lovely little Lavinia chocolates. Harley will love finding that. And then again, you'll have to make allowances with the paper clip. It will have one of those on. And here we've got another little hidey hole. And then on here I've just got a couple of, again, little scraps you can write on, put little pictures on, anything you want. And here again I've got a pocket down the front, up the back, sorry, and a pocket down the front, and another little tuck spot. And then on the back, again, I matte laminated the card, but I don't like that, so I wouldn't do that again. Anyway, show you how to make it. You won't believe what this is made out of. It's absolutely amazing. So, what you will need is some envelopes. Just any envelope will do. Today I've decided to go with the black, but you could use craft card ones, cream ones, any size, square, oblong, doesn't matter. You can make your own. Any envelopes will do. The flappy ones work better. You know, the ones that just have the little bit of oblong that come over the skinny strip, they work too, but that obviously that would be covered, so you would only have a little tuck spot there. You wouldn't have easy access that the flappy envelopes give. So the book I made had 6 pages. This one I'm going to make again with 6. You can do 8, you can do 10, but bearing in mind the fatter you go, one of these come over to form your spine, so you don't want it too bulky. You will need 2 pieces of card. This is actually 3 sheets of just craft card glued together. I used the Kalal because it sets like concrete and makes everything really, really firm. So that's just 3 pieces and then cut to size. You just want it to fit inside 2 of the envelopes like that. And you want to leave about 1/8 of an inch here. If I lift that up, can you see there's a gap here? Okay, so that's 1 and that's 2. And they will form your front and back cover. And again, just got that 1/8 of an inch there. So I'll just put that to one side. And then what you need to do with the remaining envelopes is fold all the flaps back on themselves, because it'll just make your life that bit easier. And as I do this, I will just quickly tell you the inspiration from Harley. She came in my craft room, she opened a drawer, she pulled out a handful of envelopes, promptly dropped them, and I said, oh, it's okay, just pick them up and pop them back in the drawer. And as she did, she didn't do it, you know, like I guess most people would put them back like this. It was the way she did it. And I thought, oh, that looks like pages of a book. That's really clever. I thought, oh, she's a genius. So she went home, and then I came up here and had a play, and it worked. And I thought, oh, she's an absolute genius. But it turns out that, sadly, no, she's not. She'll always be a genius in my eyes, but a quick Google. People have done this before. And there's loads of different variations. But I'm going with the way Harley did it. And I hope that you like it. I'm just going to show you how to make the basic book, and then it's up to you how you decorate it. So we've got this here like this, and we're going to take an envelope and we are going to fold that flat back and line it up here. So you want to line it up at the top and at the bottom, flip that over and that, and make sure your top and bottom line up. Once they do, flip that back out. Take your glue. I'm using the Cosmic Shimmer because I like how quickly it grabs. And you just want to put a bead of glue around the flap of your envelope. Flap it over and then quickly flip this back over and make sure you are still in line. And there is your first 2 pages. So you've got your cover and a page. Then take another one and do exactly the same. Now you can do your whole book in this manner. But if you want to do some envelopes, I will show you how to do that on the next one. So again, line up top and bottom, flip it over, quickly flip it back over, and make sure these line up top and bottom, because that's the important bit. Doesn't matter too much about here. Okay, so if you want this to be an envelope, what you need to do is slide your flap inside that envelope, and that will give you an envelope and a page. If you want 2 envelopes, you would put it in this way, like that, and it will give you two pockets. But I want to put mine in this way. So again, just go around the flap with a thin bead of glue. And just simply slide that inside, line it up. I've not got much manoeuvrability with the Cosmic Shimmer because it does grab quickly, but it just gives you enough. Again, make sure you're lined up. And then this one I want to have as a page, so we're going to line it up. And then just repeat until you've used all your envelopes up, however many you want in it. Really need that wibbly bit there. So over we go, flip that over, make sure your top and bottoms are aligned. There we go. This one I'm going to have as another envelope, as a pocket. So I'm just going to put my glue on here. Like I say, you don't need much at all. And I'm going to slide it inside there, put it up, fold it over, make sure it lines up. There we go. And then I will take the one with the craft card in as my back cover. I'm just going to line that up. Just double check as you go that everything is going to line up. Say, another bead of glue. And then just before that glue grabs, adjust it. There we go. And then what you need to do is get a ruler or a bone folder, something with a straight edge, and you want to run a bead of glue as close as you can to all those envelopes, and then another bead of glue about 1/8 of an inch apart, and then up your flap. And then we're going to bring this up like this, and you're going to take your ruler and you're going to butt it up and press, just so as you get a lovely nice flat spine. Oh, big hair there, there we go, get rid of that. And over. Give it a good press and a good stick down. And there you have a really nice spine for your book. So you have your pages, another page there, you have an envelope, page, page, envelope, page, and then your back cover. So then you would do, I would advise any you want to cover these, you know, obviously I haven't got these scraps at the moment, but if you were to put your backing paper on, do any artwork, glue it on before you start chopping into it to make your little tuck spaces. So you would need to place on your papers to cover up these. These are fine, these don't need it, but obviously if you don't want that to show, then cover it up. The envelopes, this one I guesstimated, I should have measured, but I'm hopeless for measuring. I think I've said in a previous video. I just made the envelope and unfortunately it wasn't the right size. So I cut it, I deconstructed it, and then I pieced it back together. I think I got away with it. Obviously you can see the envelope was too small, but I just glued my pieces on, and then I put a piece of extra paper in, drew round it, cut it out and stuck that in, and then I ran some tape along here and then put some little Velcro dots, and that made a lovely little envelope with a flap. And then this one I just did the same. I just cut it to size, tucked it inside the envelope, drew around it, cut that out, glued that piece in and glued that piece on the top, and that gave me a lovely little tuck spot. This pocket here was just a strip, and I just scored it and folded it into three, and again just used a little Velcro dot. You can use magnets if you want. These I just cut a square and then into a triangle, and I've just taped it along here and along here. But what I would say, I'm always saying this, these papers, look what you can use. That was just an offcut, and I thought, oh, that scroll looks really nice there. This looks lovely here with the lovely wording. These again were just scraps. This piece was an offcut from something else that I'd made. That was an offcut. Oh, they were all offcuts. The only ones that aren't offcuts are this that I made the envelope from, and this. I cut that to do my design on, and the same on the front and the back. This is actually one of the insets that the stamps come in, and again, waste not, want not. It tells you exactly what it is inside Lavinia stamps. That is actually again from the front of the Dreamscape papers. So there's lots you can do. I mean, like I say, I would cover your papers first before you do any cutting, but I will show you how to do the tuck spots. Here's one that went a bit wrong, but just to show you, if you want a tuck spot at the top, what you would do is just slide your punch in, just gauge that you're in the middle, just take a little thumb notch out, and then taking your scissors, just cut at a little chamfer, but don't go right to the end. There we go. And then turn it over, and again you're just opening that up, and don't go to the end. And then if you take your bone folder, the beauty is because this envelope is hollow, it automatically gives you that tuck space. Just be careful that you don't cut into your envelope ones. You want the ones that are whole. So if you wanted to do a slidey bit there, again, just take that little thumb notch out, and again, just cut a little chamfer, but not right to the end, because you don't want it to rip. Turn it round, and then this one you can make as big or as small as you want, but just a little chamfer. You can see how little I've taken off. And then in here you've got another little tuck spot. Like I say, because these are hollow, and I just think they're brilliant. You know, you can just do all sorts with them. So I hope that hasn't been too garbled. I'm sorry it's quite long. Hopefully I've explained it to you, how to make the basic book. But I absolutely love this, and I'm really proud because I've never made anything like this before. I've never really got the junk journals because I was like, why make something so pretty and then write all over it? But I'm beginning to see the appeal. So this one will be for Harley, and hopefully she will love and enjoy it. And thanks to my lovely little grand fairy, that's how this came about. Okay, thanks for watching. Enjoy the extravaganza. Bye.